Boom. All right, we're working on this 2015 Kia Sportage with a 4-cylinder. It's actually a, I think it's a 5-speed car. We're changing out this driver's side front sway bar link, and it's stiff right now, but I think the top is stiff, and this has play because when we turn this, you can hear it. But we're gonna get that changed out. It has play in it, so let's get the wheel off. We're gonna change this. I think these are 17 millimeter. They might actually be 18. Let me grab a sock. All right, sorry, 19 millimeter. You see how it's spinning the joint in there? So this is a very frequent occurrence with these sway bar links. When you try to take them off, the nut will loosen, but then what happens is the ball joint inside is so worn out that it starts to spin, and that stud will just spin. So we need to hold that somehow. And some of the sway bar links will have slits in them, so you can put a wrench in there. Some of them have an open end where you can put a hex key or a Torx bit to keep that stud from spinning. And then some of them just don't have anything, and you have to use needle nose vice grips or Knipex pliers. So I can see that we've got slots in here. However, a regular wrench may not fit in there, and the best thing to use would be a slim wrench. And I'll show you what those look like. I've actually got some here supplied by Olsa Tools. They offer a nice set, comes in a foam carrying case. So we just need to figure out what size. I'm gonna say, all right, 16 millimeter slim wrench. Take that off, piece of cake. Boom, there's one side. Yeah, maybe.
Look at the boot.
Yeah, it's ripped. That's why it probably failed. Boot rips open, all the grease leaks out, rust begins to destroy it. All right, now for the top, I think I'm going to use one of these and a ratcheting wrench and see if I can cheat this without removing the tire. Not much work to remove the tire, but ooh, this ratcheting wrench, I need a socket. I've seen a video where a guy's like, oh, don't bother loosening it off, and then he just puts the impact gun on tighten and just drives it until the stud snaps, which I was like, that's genius. So I've been like, I tried it the other day, it worked mint. Yeah, like if you're just gonna replace the piece anyways, like screw it, just break it. Okay. All right, so now we got that off, we're ready to install the new one. Piece of cake. All right, so some nuts have a nylon insert, and that's just to help the nut stay on there and not back off. These nuts, you can see they've been squished on purpose to distort the threads, and it's sort of like a means of Loctite, except without actually having Loctite. So what'll happen is you put it on and then it starts to jam up, and these have a square drive on the stud, so we can hold it with a wrench while we put this on, and it's just going to fight you the whole way on. So they're kind of a pain, to be honest, but we're going to use them. So these are actually greasable links. So once we get them installed, we will give these a couple shots of grease, and that's going to help them stay lubricated and hopefully make them last a long time. I want to see if I can get my air ratchet in there. Alright, then we'll just pretty much finish that off. I'm going to put a little bit deeper socket on there. We can torque these down. All right, both of these nuts are getting torqued to 80 foot-pounds. That's the spec. So we are just using a torque wrench from Olsa Tools. Does between 20 and 100 foot-pounds. Is it spinning this?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Definitely not a fine tooth.
All right, now we just got to throw some grease in it. That's pretty much it. And I'm out of grease. That's nice. All right, that's pretty much it for the video. If you have any questions, throw them in the comments below. Give the video a thumbs up if it's helped you. Subscribe for more content. Go check out the channel. We got all kinds of videos on fixing car stuff if you want to learn. And we'll see you in the next one.